ambassador of Italy to India, Mr. Lorenzo Engineering, Senior Director of Physics Lighting, Mr. Deshna Mukhopadhyay, Vice Chancellor, G.D. Goenka University, Dr. Ryerson, Professor of Interior Design at Oklahoma State University and co-chair of the conference, Professor Pollitt, Director, Italian Cultural Center, Ms. Alexandra Martini, all the learned speakers, delegates, students, faculty. That while we work towards academics, we should also try and emerge as contributor to the thinking in the field of design and design education. And with this perspective in mind, we are organizing these conferences, and this is the first one to start. The theme, lighting design for retail interiors, is very, if you look at the way conferences are organized, a very niche, focused conferences. And almost everyone whom I talked about it asks me this question: why lighting design? And why lighting design for retail? Why so small? It's an emerging field. I think the thought behind which also there is a story which will be told. But when the thought emerged and we started looking at the way lighting design has become so important, we came to realize that in the past 3 years, the way our lives have been taken over by social media, and from social media to e-commerce, where the instructions became, where the interaction converted into transactions, the process was so smooth and so overpowering that online retail became an overnight challenge to brick and mortar retail. And this has sort of created a turbulence in this area, where a lot of brick and mortar retailers have begun to think whether they are in the right business or what they should do to continue to be relevant. And that is where lighting has begun to be seen as one of those important medium by which retail can be made more experiential. Again, we can continue to discuss this and say the commodity business perhaps may go one way, but the retail where you are retailing desires, where you are fulfilling the need, wants and desires rather than needs, that's where perhaps lighting would become so very important. You look at some of the strategies being worked out. I think I'll take a leaf from Phillips' experiment. Look at the retail of fashion wear. Of course, by using high quality lighting, we ensure that the vividness of the colors becomes more relevant. But the lighting also includes the skin tone and the hair tone. So when you are trying out your garments, you look so much more better looking and impressive in the retail stores. And that's where the trial rooms, a room which nobody has paid any heed to till now, became so much more important. Because you are buying clothes for day wear, for office wear, for evening wear, for night wear, for parties, for red carpet appearances, for anything. But when you try it out in a retail store, you do it in a trial room where there is just one sole source of lighting, which may not represent even the daylight or the day room. And can this be made more experiential? And this is what is happening in many of the stores around the world, where trial rooms have been made more experiential by using light. So you have a choice. You want to try out a garment for an evening party, you try the evening lighting system. Or you can, if you want to try some lingerie, you try the night lighting system. So you know exactly how you are going to look in those kind of lighting. And no online retailer can match this kind of. So that's the kind of new interventions which lighting is making. You look at how, which I find a very relevant example, is the way luxury products are marketed. Take for example Apple. Apple has a very, very well-defined lighting strategy for all its showrooms. Why? Because when you're buying a technical product, which is white, which is metallic, which reflects, which has a black glass, but which also has something appearing on the screen which must be red, without glare, without reflectance. So if you go to an Apple store, you'll find it uses cool light, non-reflective, non-focused, something which you can easily identify the products with. Go to another luxury product, like a Louis Vuitton bag. Look at the way that is shown in the showrooms. The lighting, instead of being cool, light, would be warm. It's more inviting, it's more, it makes you feel at ease, at leisure, it wants you to ease out and spend. Completely different lighting strategy. So that's how the lighting is changing the world, and I'm sure with such a wide range of speakers which we have here. Just to tell you about a bit of them, that in this country, as I have found out, there are just about 40 people who are identified as, 40 plus, identified as lighting designers. And I think about 15 of them are going to be speaking to you. That's the way this conference has been structured. I must, at this moment, also give some credits where it is due. The whole idea originated from the coming of Professor Pollitt from Oklahoma State University. As it was told to you, she is a Fulbright specialist in the field of lighting design. And when she expressed an opinion of trying to stay here at our university for a 3-week residency, and we were discussing about what will be done, lighting design was identified as the area, and that's where the seed of this conference was sown. And we initially decided it would be an industry interaction meeting, which grew into a national seminar, and then very rapidly into an international conference. So thank you for that. I also thank here, I do not know if we have here, because when we started talking about all of these speakers who can come and talk to you, 2 people did a lot of help. One was Sumant Jaikrishnan. He is on our board of advisory, academic board, and I was talking to him, and not only he introduced us to a few speakers, he also introduced me to vis-a-vis. He said any designer in the country would be working with these. So Amit Gupta of vis-a-vis and Medallion of Moldova were the 2 people who helped out a lot in connect with all these lighting designers. While also preparing, and without intending to be so, few other things happened. Our second year students did a module on luminaire design with Polytechnic faculty who were visiting here for a 2-week workshop. You will see some of those designs here, and if you care to take out some time, we have them displayed in the department. Then they did a 1-week workshop with Professor Pollitt on lighting design, and then they did a research project in one of the near malls of how the showrooms are using light strategies and where they are. All these research reports were converted into posters, which are also displayed, and I would request you to spend some time there. One of our another objectives was outreach and extension, because I have always felt that up here in North, in Delhi, while we have a very strong presence of designers, somehow a community has not emerged. And so we have tried to reach out to all other design institutes in our vicinity, and I'm very happy that we have students and faculty from SPA, IIT Delhi, MIT, SPA, MIT, ANSOS, all of them here represented. Just one last thing which I want to say is that a lot of speakers have talked to me about the absence of a formal course on lighting design, and this field which is evolving would need this kind of training, and can we do so? So we would be very keen to start this kind of a program, and while you are all here and you interact, I would also request you that if you have anything to contribute towards this program, in curriculum, in getting internships, in forming placements, in offering your laboratory facilities, we would be very happy to associate. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for all of you to come here and be part of it. I hope you enjoy the sessions. I hope you interact. We have a lot of people and professionals in the lighting industry sitting in this room. Network, look at the students' work, look at the university, and let's make this a happening conference. In the book, we will also be shortly introducing to you the topic for Code 2016, which is on another niche area of 3D printing and rapid prototyping technologies which are taking over other things. So with that, welcome you.